Right, this is a tale of two stories really. The first story is I was sort of fallen out of love with my little petrol engine I was building. I was making a lot of mistakes. I stopped filming. I wasn't getting on very well with the castings, which is the second Hemingway model that I've stopped building sort of part way through, but I'll probably continue with it at some point. But anyway, and I also stopped filming because I felt that the filming was overtaking the hobby. The filming was spoiling the hobby. So anyway, I've always wanted to build a traction engine for many years now. So that's what I've decided to do. I'm going back to Steam and I'm going to build a traction engine. So I thought, obviously, I'll save myself a bit of work and I'll buy a part-built kit. I'll put the picture up of the advert. It shows the boiler in a different state actually. So I bought this kit. I didn't pay a lot of money for it, and I would say that if you're buying a kit off the internet, then buyer beware, because the guy who built this probably actually saved his life by selling it, because had he have invested hundreds of hours in finishing this model, at the very best it wouldn't have run, and at the very worst he'd have probably ended up killing himself with a boiler explosion. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I bought this kit. The quality of the workmanship is very, very poor. But it's obviously best the guy could do. I'm not knocking him, he obviously enjoyed it, but I thought if he's building a traction engine, he'll probably be an experienced builder, because you wouldn't build this as a first project. But it turns out it looks like it probably was his first project. But anyway, that's neither here nor there either. The cylinder, which this was sold as a Marshall portable engine, but it's not really a Marshall portable engine. A lot of these bits don't even belong to this engine. I'm guessing somebody did a house clearance or something like that, found all these bits, thought they were all part of the model, tried to identify it, and they came up with maybe it was a Marshall, but it's not. The cylinder is not right for a start. I thought I might be able to salvage the cylinder, but I can't. The workmanship is too poor on it. The ports are too small, so I'm going to abandon that. In fact, I'm going to probably abandon everything. So really what I bought, I didn't pay a lot for it, so I shouldn't really complain, and what I did get is worth what I paid for it. But I'll just show you this. Look, I mean, this is the firebox. It's rubbish. You can't just do a butt joint like that and expect it to seal properly. It just doesn't work on a boiler. So that would have I don't bear thinking about what would have happened there. But anyway, I've got some useful bits here, some of which I can use and some of which I can't. But what I've decided to do, I'm going to change it from a portable engine to a traction engine. I've already started to modify the boiler. I've cut the firebox part off of the boiler, and I'm extending the tube so I can reuse the tube. It's far over spec'd. It's actually 4mm. It only needs to be 2.5mm for the traction engine I'm going to build. So that's what I'm in the process of doing. I've got to put some plates around the back here, silver solder them, fill up these holes. What I'll do is I'll put some brass screws in there, silver solder them in, clean them off, and then they'll be okay. I'll be able to reuse this. Some of the other bits, maybe not. I mean, this, I feel sorry for the guy who built it. He's obviously spent a lot of time building the governor, but it would never work because the dimensions are not right. The quality of the work is very poor, so it would have never worked. So anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't want to knock the bloke too much, but so this is going to be my next project. I am going to start filming again, but I'm not going to race to get a video out every Friday or whatever. I'm going to film. I'm going to enjoy my holiday. I'm going to enjoy my hobby, and filming will take second place. So if there's not a video, there's not a video. Because if I find out that doing the videoing again starts to spoil the hobby again, I'll stop filming again. So this is just a quick video just to let you know what I'm going to do next. Right, this is what I'm going to build. Not this particular one. I'm going to build it from plans. I'm going to buy a casting, probably just for the steam chest and the cylinder. Probably pretty much everything else. I might buy the smoke box door, because that comes with the name on it. Anything else that's got the name on it I'll probably buy, but the rest of it I'm just going to build from plans, because I prefer building from plans than castings. I get so fed up with castings, so disillusioned by them because they're usually wrong. So that's what I'm building. I'm building the ALLCHIN. This is a 3-inch scale, drawings for a 3-inch scale, but I'm going to build 1.5 inch scale. I've got some drawings from Reeves 2000, so that's my next project, a traction engine. I mean, there's hundreds of parts on this and it's going to take a long time. What I'm going to try and do is, when I've been filming in the past, I've tried to film every sort of minute detail. I'm not going to do that now. I'm just going to film snippets from the construction, still showing what I'm building, but not every single screw or every single, you know, machining operation, because some days I just don't want, you know, anyone who's filmed knows how much effort goes into filming and concentrating and remembering to switch the camera on and off, etc, etc, and I don't want that to spoil the hobby, which it was doing. That's why I stopped filming for a few weeks. In fact, I didn't film anything for about 4 weeks, but that only made 2 weeks difference to you because I was 2 weeks ahead with my filming. So this is what I'm going to do now. I will be finishing my little petrol engine, so I'm going to bring that back intermediately with this. So, you know, I'll perhaps do a few weeks of this and then I'll have a little time on the petrol engine, but hopefully I can do both. I can film and enjoy the hobby, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, that's why I've got to change the way I film it, otherwise it just takes over. There's more concentration on the filming to get a video out every week than there is on enjoying the hobby. So thanks for watching. That's just an introduction of what's coming up, and in the next video we'll be, I would think, repairing this boiler, doing some silver soldering and starting the boiler and firebox build.